Hey everyone, this is Jay, and welcome to Comic Book Grading with Jay the Easy Way. In this episode, you're watching my actual grading process, filmed in real time, as I decide which Spawn issues from 161 to 195 are worth submitting and which ones aren't. No hype, no fixing books, just honest grading. If you missed episode 1, I won Spawn issues 161 through 195 at auction. Before I spend money on grading, every single book gets evaluated on camera. Okay, everyone, we're going to start with issues 161 to 169 of Spawn. The big key issue in this lot is Spawn number 165, and that is because this is the first appearance of Mandarin Spawn. So this book, raw, goes for about anywhere from $50, maybe $60. However, all of these books, I've already looked through them, are in beautiful condition. These are definitely 9/8. The reason I am not sending these in to be graded is because the return on the investment after the grading fee, after shipping fee, and anything else, I will not make a profit. However, I did want to show the first one being Spawn 164. And you can see that this book right here, the black, as I said, it is notorious for these black covers. The interior is beautiful. Nice interior. The back, there is cannot find any imperfections on the back. Now, take a look at the spine. The spine, there is quite a lot of spine wear, if you can see that. It breaks color. So the problem with this book is that the spine wear, as you can see, it breaks color up and down the book. It's the spine wear right here. This book, I would grade it at, because of the amount of spine wear, about a 9.4. It's definitely not a 9.8. And then the other one I wanted to show was issue 166. Now, again, the cover is great. No spine. You probably can't see it, but I can see there's no spine wear. The pages, are great. The back looks wonderful. I mean, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful book. However, it's important, and a lot of times, one may forget, you've got to look at the staples. Okay. Now, when I open this up and I take a look at the center fold, see this bottom area, or this bottom page, or the bottom of the center fold? The staple is gone. Basically, this centerfold is detached from the staple, just the centerfold page, not the rest of the pages, just the centerfold page, because that staple is not there. It is on the book. On the outside, it's right here. Here's the staple right there. But that centerfold on the bottom, it is detached. Sadly, this is detached. So with that in mind, this book maybe, okay, because it's inside of the book for starters, and it's just the bottom staple in the centerfold, and the rest of the book is just, it's beautiful. However, it is still detached from, the centerfold is still detached at the bottom staple. So probably a 9.2 or a 9 on this one. Because you can't tell, obviously, from the outside of this book until you open up the centerfold to see that the staple, it has detached itself. There's just, the tear is just a little too long, and it's just detached itself from just the centerfold. So, just wanted to give you guys a little lesson in that, because sometimes it's very important to look at, even on these modern age books. All in all, these books, what I'm going to do is sell them all together as a lot. Okay, next is going to be Spawns 170 through 179. These copies are 9/8 all around. But again, The only key issue out of this stack would be this issue, Spawn 179. It is the first appearance of War Spawn. He's a character who in World War I fought alongside his son and made a deal with the devil to, in order for his son to live, he would become a Spawn. All these are 9/8 candidates. Again, even with this issue, having been graded at 9/8, the return on the investment, the cost of the grading, the cost for pressing, the cost for shipping, I will not make a return on my investment. I'm better off selling them raw as they are. And there is one issue from this lot right here that I wanted to point out that's not a 9/8 candidate, and it's this one, Spawn 176. The reason being is because of the color rub right here at the top staple, and there's a tiny bit of color rub right here at the bottom staple. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little, it's very tiny, or it's small enough. It's actually the length of the staple. The color's missing. So it would be like, about this would be a 9/6, because the rest of the book is beautiful. And the pages are black, and they're gorgeous, and staples are there. But it was just the color rub here at the top and bottom staple that kept this one from being a 9/8. 74, which is awesome because this is the first appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. Hot property. This is a hot key issue. Super excited. This book is incredible. The pages, black. Now, the thing I'm going to have done when I'm going to send this in for grading, absolutely, I would be a fool not to. And it will and should come in at a 9/8. As of right now, there is a bend. It's a light bend, but it's a bend. Let's see if I can get it to show up on camera for you guys. It's a light bend, and it goes about down the length of the book. Actually, it looks like kind of it's light, and it looks like a stacking bend. Perhaps, however, this was stored. It was one of the other comics, because the more comics you stack, obviously the more pressure it's going to be pushed down. So it looks like was a backing board from another comic that kind of just got pressed down, because it's a light bend. When I open page 1, I can see the bend a little more right here. This is going to be pressed out. I'm going to send this in for pressing as well, and adding pressing to it should press all this out. And this should definitely come in at a 9/8. This is this is a beautiful book. I'm so excited that this was in there, because this is hot. This is a hot book. Now, another issue that came in would be the follow-up issue. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, just one cute little fact. If you take a look at the side here, see the word Spawn? Spelled incorrect. All the issues have that. It's kind of funny, but either way, it's a key issue. It's hot property. Definitely sending that in for grading and pressing. Including issue 175, which is the second appearance of Gunslinger Spawn. And this book is gorgeous as well. And let's make it look, yep, the staples are there. Everything's intact. The back, fantastic. It's just, I am super excited about these two, sending these two in for grading, pressing to CGC, because those two should come back as 9/8, and definitely when sold, and I would definitely sell, I'll sell them together after they've come back graded, will fetch a nice amount. Should definitely make the return on the investment for the whole lot that was purchased at the auction. So issues number 174 and 175, sending those in for grading and pressing, or pressing it and grading, because those are just two absolutely gorgeous books, and they're hot property. I mean, it's just, I couldn't believe it. did not expect to see those two in there, but they are, and I'm super stoked. Okay, everyone, the next run is Spawn 180 to 189. This is an exciting batch right here because we have a lot of actually quite a few variants and first appearances or deaths. So let's go get to it. These right here, I've already looked through, and they are 9-8. We have in Spawn 183. We have the first appearance of Morana, or Morana, this depends on how you want to pronounce it, who actually is the miscarried daughter of Al Simmons. Now, if any of you have never read Spawn, Al Simmons is Spawn. That was his name when he was a human or alive. And so this was his miscarried daughter, and she was raised by a demon. So this is a first appearance. It's a key issue. It's a great key issue. Then there was also in this, we have Spawn 185. 185, the death of Al Simmons as Spawn. And a new Spawn appears. His name is Jim Downing. But this issue right here marks the death of our beloved Al Simmons as Spawn. Now, this one had variants. The variants that came in this auction lot, one of them is this one. This is I love this cover. This is a great cover. And it's in beautiful condition. So this is one of the variant covers for 185. This is the second print for issue 185 that was in that batch of books. Sadly, there is a small tear right at the top. And that absolutely killed it for, it's never going to get a 9.8, of course. If anything, this, with a tear about this size, I'd say probably a 9 to a 9. It's on the front cover. It's obvious. It's right there. So the lowest I would go is be a 9 on this because it is, you can't not see it. It's right there. And this second printing is a little bit more rare than the first printing. So that was really pretty much a bummer, but it is still a great book. And then on issue 189, we have I wanted to show you guys, in this one, we have just a small, you almost can't see it because it's blended in, okay? But there's a small tear right here. It's a small tear right there. Yeah, I don't want to make it any worse, of course. But it blends in with the snow. So you almost would miss it if you didn't know what to look for. And, of course, if you open up on the other page, you can see it clear as day right there. So with the tear that tiny or that small, it's still a tear. Unlike, and it is on the front cover, but unlike this one for the second printing of Spawn 185, where it is on a white cover, and you just cannot not see it. This one blends in very well. Not to say that tear, the tear is never going to go away. It's never going to get a 9.8. But at least, I would say at least a 9.2. Don't want to make that tear any bigger, but yeah, I wanted to show that to you guys because tears are tricky, depending upon where they are. But a tear is a tear, and it will never get a 9.8. Okay, everyone, this is the last batch. It's Spawn, issues 190 to 195. These right here, I've already looked through. These are very much 9.8 candidates. I just wanted to show two of them. First one is issue 191. And on this issue, the cover is, it's black is great. There's no spine stress. It's only when I turn it over, I see, and I'm just trying to get a close up here. There's color color transfer. Basically what happens is this slid up against another comic and it transferred some of the ink. You can call that, if you wanted to call it, debris or dirt, it's not. It's actually just a color transfer. Let's see if I can't get that for you guys. It's at the bottom staple, and then it kind of runs up here to the top. So I would give this one a 9.6 because of that. It's light. It's light, but there is a significant amount of it at the very top on the back. And then for Spawn issue 194, this one, of course, there's a little tiny bit of a surface tear. It's not a big deal, but there is, again, here's a little bit of color transfer, some more color transfer up here. And down here we have a little bit of a tiny, it's tiny, but it's a bit bigger surface tear here on the spine that breaks color. So this would never, ever come in at a 9.8 ever. And on the back, let me see, it's a little bit more up here, what appears to be color transfer. And so yeah, this one, with this one and this one, these two areas on the spine where there is a surface tear, and it obviously shows color, and then you've got some color transfer. This one I would give this one a 9.4. Maybe I'm being too harsh, but it's right here on the front. It's not on the back, it's on the front. You can see it. And on that one, this one I'd give a 9.6. But both of these are definitely not ever going to come in at a 9.8. And I will sell these as well, all of these in a lot, the whole lot. And that will do it for this. And the next ones I will show you are the two that I passed up on. So yeah, so there we have it. Okay, everyone, I'm going to share the two books that I did pass up on. The first one is this Spawn 185 variant. It's a crime. I am so upset. First of all, this variant alone is up there in price with that Spawn Gunslinger first appearance. I mean, if this had come in at a 9.4, maybe at a 9.6, I would, oh my goodness. But I'll show you what happened. There's a tear here at the bottom staple, and when you turn this over, the tear continues. So it's about a 1-inch tear. Same with the top, about a 1-inch tear. You can't really see it because through the white, but all I have to do is just open the book, and you're going to see the tear. I was gutted when I saw this. It just absolutely killed me because this book is so, oh my goodness. Could have, with just this book alone, had it been even a 9.6 or 9.4, I could have made all the money back plus more. Having it graded, and but I can't, and I don't. Maybe I'll keep it. Just I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I can't. I'm not going to sell it, and certainly will not throw it away. That's blasphemous. I'd never throw a comic book away. But that, just as if I had to grade this book, if somebody sent this and I had to grade it, with the tears being at least an inch, each one an inch, because how it's measured is because it goes from one side to the other, and at least an inch. A 5.5, maybe a 6, but a 5.5. It's those tears. You can't do anything. You can't. I mean, you can put tape on it, but I mean, that's if. But then you don't send it in. Anyways, that book. Absolutely, I was gutted. Absolutely gutted. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, this book, the potential. But no, I'm still gutted. And now on this one is the variant to Spawn 193, and there's about a 1-inch tear at the bottom of the book, and the fact that even though it's on the front and in the inside cover, of course, grade wise, 7, It's just, it doesn't matter. I'm not sending these in for grading, and maybe I'll just keep them or something, and, you know, I don't know. But these are the two that I had to pass up on, and I just, yeah, but absolutely was shattered. This one in particular, this one just, I'm still shattered. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But there you have it. Those were all the books in that auction lot. And now let's see what I can get for a return on my investment.